I have just discovered that the red male fish that I bought yesterday is a massive idiot. Yes. I don't know what's wrong with the orange fishes, but I've got two females. Well, they're two red and two orange. But yeah, the two females are now. I've had them for 3 months, so they're a bit bigger and a bit stronger and um, a bit more aggressive actually. That I've seen some. I don't know, but I had a problem with the male that I got because the male that I had at the beginning died, and I needed to get another one. So I got a male, and this one just it seemed smart, but just seemed completely useless at sex because he would turn upside down, and and then they would just swim away, and that was like as far as his mating went. And this red one that I bought, which I was hoping would be a bit more sexually active, because when I got the first male Sunset with the red, it was really nice seeing Sunset chase the red one around a lot, and he was doing. I found it was like, oh, that's quite nice, and I think she really liked being chased around, and so I was trying to recreate that. And yeah, the first male that I got just seemed useless at sex, and this one seems even worse because I tried to feed it yesterday, and you put some feed at the top, and you can see all the fish gathering to the surface. The neon ones, I've got 10 neon ones as well. They're like cows almost. They just kind of like just hover, and I think they're definitely the most stupidest out of the group. But they're important. I feel like if they do if this does represent if this fish tank represents the world, I feel like the neon fish represent people who do things like farming and um, lollipop cells as well. Everyone, you could say that a lollipop job is not a good job, but it is a job. Why? Because people want to eat lollipops, and the only way you can eat lollipops is um, if you go to the store and there's people there selling it. So you need the neon people, and then the and but yeah, this new male one. It's so interesting because orange could be like um, or angel. So that's what it says. Or angel. If you have the exclamation mark and turn that into an L, it says you could have like fish or angel. So the two orange ones could represent. I didn't even do this with this intention, but it was only yesterday when I noticed that the mermaid fish was yellow and blue. And I was really, because I swear I've got a really strong memory when I was hearing that phrase, the guppy, don't be such a guppy. I got a really strong vision of that being said in the original film. Only in this vision I had, the fish was orange, and then when I was in the jacuzzi, I was kind of thinking, well, is it actually orange? Because I don't think it is in this world, and that got me thinking, and it is actually yellow and blue, which is really a really terrible sign. And it's horrible because yellow is yell o, or yell ow, and blue is depression and stuff. So yell ow and be blue. So that's what yellow and blue are saying. So it's a small detail, but it's such a big thing, especially considering I love that film, to have her psychic be yell owl and blue rather than just fish or angel. To think that her psychic is an angel, that's quite a nice thing. To think that it's that it the fish being yellow and blue actually represents that the fish, the mermaid, needs to suffer a lot more than usual. I just think that's such a it's a small detail that humans wouldn't have been able to do, but that's something my higher self would have done. Is just like to show how much I hate this world. But yeah, so I don't know. I wanted to get a red fish because I thought it would have a better connection, because the orange one could be with the orange one and the red one could be with the red one. So and it was, but they didn't have any pure red. They only had the one with the black tail. So both the males actually have a black tail in my little world. But yeah, there's a bad sign with this one, because I was feeding it, and all the fish rise to the surface to eat the flakes at the top. And you can see this new one that I put in. I always check to make sure that they are all feeding, and this one wasn't feeding. It was kind of just like searching around the bottom. It was like, food's up there, and I was trying to point to it to show it where the food was. There was occasionally little tiny droplets come down. You could see he was chasing that, so he did get something, but there's really minor little bubbles of food, and you could tell he was looking for the food, and it was just like, the food's there. Like, can't you see all the others chasing around, biting the food? So what's wrong with you? And I put in a second dose because I waited till he actually got to the surface, and then tried to like sprinkle a second dose of food actually on top of him. And then he just got scared, went down to the bottom, and again was looking for food, but wasn't realizing that the food's at the top. So and then the same thing happened this morning. I tried to feed to see if that red one with the black tail was recognizing that the food is up at the top, and he didn't. But then red, if you break up red, it says R Ed, and well, Ed is the angel. Well, one I thought angel of thoughts, yes, but also angel of depression, or at least that was the first title that I thought he represented a guy with depression. And so yeah, that's the fish that is red. It's so like stupid. So our Ed, so he's the angel of thought, and yet he's so stupid that he couldn't work out that the food is floating on the surface. Hopefully next feed I do, he'll smarten up a bit. We'll see, but it's such a bad sign, isn't that?